Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Sansu Show. I'm sorry we started late. You know how it is sometimes. We have technical difficulties. But anyway, I just want to wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, hello. It's Ash Wednesday. It's Ramadan. It's Black History Month. I mean, there's so many things happening in the Olympics happening in this month. February is a very, very busy month. Well, welcome again, courtesy of PHLB Radio. Viva Las Vegas. And of course, I hope everybody's okay. The only thing about February is that one of the shortest month. I mean, I don't know why they made a Black History Month the shortest month out of the whole year. You know what I mean? And one of the coldest months too. But anyhow, let's talk about Black History Month. It's a time to honor the contributions and achievement of Black individuals throughout history. And one of the notable heroes in Black history that I'm going to focus today is on the one and only Reverend Jesse Jackson. Unfortunately, he left us. He's in heaven now with Jesus. Jesse Jackson was born on October 8th, 1941. Yesterday, he passed away at the age of 84. He was an American civil rights activist, politician, and ordained Baptist minister, a protege of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and James Bevel. During the civil rights movement, he became one of the most prominent civil rights leaders of the late 20th and early centuries. From 1991 to as a shadow delegate and shadow senator for the District of Columbia. Born in Greenville, South Carolina, is from Sale. Jackson began his activism in the 1960s and founded organizations that later merged to form the Rainbow Push Coalition, which is the Rainbow Push Coalition is to unite all race, to support each other. And that was an amazing coalition. Expanding his work into international affairs in 1980s, he became a vocal critic for Donald Reagan administration and launched a presidential campaign in 1984. Initially viewed as fringe candidate, he finished third for the Democratic nomination behind former Vice President Walter Mondale and Senator Gary Hart. And he continued his activism, mounted a second presidential bid in 1988, finishing as the runner-up to Massachusetts Governor Michael Dukakis. And Jackson did not seek the presidency again, but in 1990, he was elected as the District of Columbia's shadow senator, serving one term during the Bush and Clinton administrations. Although initially critical of President Bill Clinton, he later became a supporter. Jackson hosted both sides with Jesse Jackson on CNN from 1992 to 2000, a critic of police brutality, the Republican Party, and conservative policies. He was widely regarded as one of the most influential African-American activists of his era. So God bless your soul. May you rest in peace, Reverend Jesse Jackson. And as you remember, he cried when President Barack Obama won the presidency. Oh my God, that was his moment. Finally, he said that finally someone step up on his footsteps, and of course President Obama thanked him to open up that door. So God bless your soul. And then now with Black History Month, guess what? We have to highlight the two amazing women that made also history in the 2026 Winter Olympics, known in Milan Cortina. The first one that we have to highlight is, how do you call this one? Ilana Mayers Taylor, who won a gold medal after all these years. She won bronze, she won silver, and sled. How do you call this one? That bobsled. I mean, finally, I think she's in her 30s now, and she, besides being a mother over two deaf children, oh my God, I mean, she really is persistent. She really want to make it happen. And finally, congratulations, Elena. Oh my God, congratulations. I wish I could meet you one of these days. And the other person that's really also made a history is Erin Jackson. She's a very young lady that made it to this speed racing, ice racing. He was an American skater, a speed skater, who won the first Olympic gold medal in the women's 500-meter speed skating event. Oh my God. Well, she won first on 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics, and then now she won again for a gold medal. Oh my God, congratulations, girl. We're so proud of you. And everyone that won in the Olympics. Well, we didn't have to win, but we're still proud of you guys for making it to the Olympics. Right now, the Americans, I think we have how many gold medals? So I think it was 22, no, 20 gold medals. I might be wrong, but that's what's the recent thing that we have. So congratulations, everyone. Either gold, bronze, silver, and not just American, but everyone that's participating the Milano Olympics 2026. Kudos to all of you. And then now, another sad story for our Wika Wika, for our Chica Chica. We would like to send condolences also to the families of Robert Seldon Duvall. He's an American actor, director, and producer who's over 7 decades, renowned for his versatility and naturalistic performances. He won an Academy Award for Tender Mercies and earned acclaim for roles in The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, The Great Santini, and The Apostles, with multiple Golden Globes Award, Emmys, and he has a lot of accolades. May you rest in peace also, Robert Duvall. We were so proud of you. God bless you. And now, as I mentioned a while ago, February is a busy month. Let's talk about Ash Wednesday. Okay, let's talk about Ash Wednesday. It's unbelievable. This morning, I had my little ashes. And of course, we have to do it. We have to do it. And you're probably wondering also, like, Sansu, you look like Chinese, because also it's also the first week of the Chinese New Year. You know, Gong Hei Fat Chue. It's also the celebration, and the third one is also Ramadan. So February 18 is an Ash Wednesday, the beginning of the 40 days and nights of Lent, which represent Jesus' time in the desert, resisting temptation. Lent is a traditional. If you're Catholic, you probably know this, all this stuff, but I have to explain it to our brothers and sisters out there who doesn't know anything about, Lent or Ash Wednesday. As I said, Ash Wednesday is the beginning of Lent. It's called the fasting, the prayer, and reflection meant to strengthen Catholics and Christians' connection to God. But some Christians, they don't actually celebrate Ash Wednesday. I just found that out as they gather in communities like Stockton and everywhere else. All right. And as I mentioned, I have to tell you, my sister, my mentor, Lorna Dietz, she shared me something about the connection. This is the first time, actually, that there's a connection between Ramadan and Ash Wednesday. Let me tell you something. This is what she said. She actually discovered this. And I have to read this to you, you guys. Okay? In February 18, 2026 marks a rare moment where two spiritual journeys begin together for the first time in many years. Ash Wednesday and the first day of Ramadan fall on the very same day. Well, our rituals differ the heart of these seasons is strikingly similar. For Roman Catholics, today begins Lent, a 40-day season of reflection and sacrifices they prepare for Easter. The ashes on the forehead And let's say a symbol of humility and reset for the soul. For Muslims, today begins the holy month of Ramadan. It is a time of deep devotion, community, and fasting from dawn to sunset to grow closer to God and practice self discipline. Whether you're receiving ashes or beginning your first day of fasting, today is a powerful reminder of our shared commitment to faith, charity, and inner peace. Wishing a meaningful end to our brothers and sisters, Christians, friends, Ramadan Mubarak to my Muslim friends. And as I'm telling you, he said that between 1800s and 2200, Ash Wednesday and the first day of Ramadan coincide three times in 1831, 2026, and also 2016. So thank you so much for that information, my Ate Lorna Deeds. I know you're watching. Thank you, love you. Thank you for the information. Okay, now this time let's take a break, and I'm going to introduce to you my co-host tonight and my one of my best friends, my besties. And I'm not going to tell you the name right now, so let's take a break.
Po, si Orlino de la Cruz ay kapitan po ng Patal Pinto sa Pinatubo. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa Aita Tribe Foundation. Nagpapasalamat po ako uli sa mga bigay niyo po. Dito po ay lumiwanag na po ang namin po, community namin po. Nuulit ko lang po, nagpapasalamat ako sa inyo po. Ito po. Ay, mas pasalamat kami po sa nagtutulong sa amin po sa Aita Foundation po. Ngayon lang po kami ng ilaw na maliwanag po dito sa Patal Pinto po. Thank you po.
Ito po yung mga kasama namin, nag-install ng solar dito sa sitio. Dayday. Ayan si Conchal. Ayan si Joseph. Si Goryo. Si Commander. Si Commander ka. Ito si Kapitan. Ayan si Pangkok. Oh, ayan si Ate Parina. Ayan ang cooker namin, no, si Ate Parina. Ayan, no. Dito kami sa Sitio Dayday. Ayan, no. Dayday pala. Sitio Dayday. Ayan. Ayan, no.
Na? Mamili-pili ka ba?
Ayan sila. Nandito kami ngayon. Nagluluto. Ayan, no. Ayan yung asawa ni Kap. Ayan sila. Ayan yung mga yan. Maliwanag na sa labas. Good morning everybody. Nandito po kami ngayon sa Sitio Dayday. Nag-install ng solar panel. Ayan sila, oh. Ayan si Kagawad. Menus ng Sitio Dayday. Ayan si Pangkok. Ayun. Mabay dito.
Bilala ko yata.
Dito po kami natulog. Super lamig. Parang nasa Tagaytay. Ayan. Ayan. Ayun po yung pinatubo. Yung may pag.
Lose zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana Jerusalema ikhaya lami
Okay, yeah, I'll just say something while she's not here. Then. I'm just gonna say something.
zungangishilana
Parang hindi tayo may stop, di ba?
ikhaya lami
Sige na, you can stop.
ilondoloze uhambe nami
Hi guys! See how these kids are just dancing so beautifully about Jerusalem. I mean, it's really to reflect the Ash Wednesday is to reflect the coming of the land, the beginning of land, you know. And these kids are just so amazing. One of these days, maybe you never know. I might be able to go to Africa and meet these kids in person. And also, if you notice, I have Dr. Martin Luther King's Jr. Picture behind me because it's my inspiration, you know. And every time I see that picture, I always think about the things that he has done in this country. Because of him, because of the civil rights movement that he started, we have all these rights, you know, being a minority and allow all the minorities, which I know it's still a question to the Asian communities that they think that what he did was only for the Black community. No, it was for everyone, for all our brothers and sisters, Black, white, whatever the race is. That's for everyone. And of course, it's mainly for the minorities because if he didn't start this civil rights movement, we wouldn't be able to ride in the bus in front of the bus. We'll be able to, they're still going to have a black and white faucets and black and white toilets. I mean, you know, restrooms or in airplane or anywhere. So I just want to thank so much. He made us, he gave us freedom and he gave us unity, loves and support to each other. So this time, and now we talk about Black History Month. Let me introduce to you one of my besties, and also she's always there for me. I'm like, girl, come on, be with me too, because we're so perfect. Being a Black Filipina, you know, we have to really represent also, you know, in a Black History Month. So without further ado, please help me welcome my girl, well, Bunny Luisa Ball Mendoza. Hi, Day!
Hi, Day. Nagayo-ayo pa ko diri sa akong self.
You look good already. You look pretty. No, nothing to worry. Nothing to worry.
Yeah, I wanna show this love shirt that I have. Oh, diba?
Yes,
Oh.
I can see it. But how do I look? Do I look Chinese to you today?
Very Chinese, Day. The Black representation of Chinese peoples.
We have to also talk about, you know, the Chinese New Year, the beginning of the Chinese New Year. I know they have a long New Year compared to American or other countries' New Year. They only have one day, and they have
I
what,
know.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, right? And it's about fire horse. Wow.
Yes, it's the year of the horse.
The year of the horse. So, what do you understand about the year of a horse, Nag?
Honestly, Day, I just found out that it was the year of the horse. So all I could think was, buti na lang hindi tayo nagmumukhang horse. Nagmukhang kabayo. Tapos ginoo ko.
I think it's about we'll be able to start riding a horse or learn how to ride a horse.
Oh my God, it's a terrible situation. What is the symbolism nga ba ng Year of the Horse? I don't know if anybody can share
You can
from
Google it actually.
From the watcher, if there's any viewers, mga viewers dyan.
Yes.
So ikaw, what is your understanding of the Year of the Horse ba? Did you
Well, the year of the horse is represents it's a seventh animal in the 12-year Chinese zodiac. See that? That's what AI said.
Ah,
Let me read this. Okay. It's following the snake, preceding the goat. Okay. And each zodiac here is also associated with one of the five elements. Yeah, five elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, or water. In 2026, the horse paired with fire, making it a fire horse year, a rare combination that occurs only once every 60 years. Wow. The last
wow.
fire horse year was 1966. It symbolizes freedom, vitality, speed, and perseverance. Wow.
Mm.
People born in horse years are often energetic, independent, and ambitious. Where were you born in the Chinese calendar day? Where were you born? What year are you?
I was
Do
born
you know?
1967. I thought I knew, but I want to share. Ito daw
Okay.
ano, this what you should and shouldn't do on Lunar New Year to avoid bad luck
Mm-hmm.
for the year of the horse. Put
Mm-hmm.
together these young qualities of fire in the fire horse, and we
Mm-hmm.
have an extremely intense, energetic, fast moving, and action oriented year ahead. Ah,
Ah.
because I guess, you know, when horse speed away, there's
Mm-hmm.
energy and it's fast moving. So I guess that's what we have to expect of this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about
So,
fire and fast moving and energetic energy, things like that. Hmm.
oh, okay. So if it's been, we have to be energetic this year. Is that what you're trying to say?
I think so. Fast moving, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I would
But
think that. Yeah, we have to be reminded of that. Okay, that's what it symbolizes for this year, for this New Year lunar
oh, okay. But
Chinese
one thing. Okay,
calendar.
now that we talked about the Chinese New Year, let's talk about Black history because you have experienced that when you went to Ghana. So I know that I'm following your educational journey, Dai, because I know you've been in school for so many years. And tell us more, just to remind everyone your experience when you were in Ghana. Tell us a little bit what you've done over there.
Oh my God. For so many years dahil murag mahalata man ang atong mga edad ana o usa na kadugaya. Sus Mario Josep.
You were
Sus
there
Mario
last year,
Josep
right?
ani. I went in 2020. I went in 2024. I studied ethnic studies there,
Mm-hmm.
which is being in Ghana, we study the history of slavery, where it all began.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to see their journey as slaves. What transpired, and we were
Mm-hmm.
actually where um, they were made to walk barefooted in shackles
Wow.
when they were given their last bath. They were bathed before they were sold. Before they were auctioned to be sold and brought to the European countries. And then, of course, we were able to go to the dungeon, where they were held as prisoners.
Wow.
You know, yeah. So,
That's pretty sad. I mean, when you were there, I know it's chilling. It makes your hair stand up. I mean, it just, if I see that, I would have cried. I would. I mean, it's
oh yeah,
just,
and
it
that's
just,
exactly what we felt. We were
yeah,
overwhelmed with we were overwhelmed with what do you call that? What they had to go through.
yes,
It was horrific.
yeah,
When you were not only in prison, but it was under the ground. They made that under the ground like a kind of like a tunnel, but it was meant to be a prison with no lights, with just a little bit of window
Mm-hmm.
and they were, how many of them hacked there like sardines,
Mm-hmm.
you know, with no access to anything. So they were filthy. They pee, they pooed over there, and we get to step on that. We get to step on that soil. Yeah.
And yeah, so I mean, now that you've experienced that, now that you're back in the United States, how do you feel about it? I mean, do you see the different, do you feel, no, do you understand the struggle that we went through, the Black people here in the United States, the struggle they went through to be brought here as slaves and everything? And then now that this is 2026, do you see any, like at least 50% change of the racism in this country? I mean, how do you feel being a Black Filipino?
Well, um, fortunately for me, I'll speak for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Being in California, because it's so well diverse here, I didn't get to experience a lot of those racism, like in extreme situations. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just feel probably there was a little here and there, but it wasn't that significant that I could really feel being discriminated upon because of the color of my skin and
Mm-hmm.
how I look. So that's a blessing being here in California.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, how do you feel about like? Yeah, I mean, it's so hard for me to talk about it because a lot of they call it illegal immigrants, and
Hmm.
we are all immigrants in this country. Do you agree
Hmm.
with that? We all
Yeah, I
immigrant
do.
in this
Hmm.
country. The only people that we could consider are real Americans are really the Native Americans,
That's
either
true.
black or white that came into this country. Either we took it away from them or we're here because we want to have a better life. But I just to understand some people will just, especially that were been here for so long, and they think they have the right to say uh, they need to go back to their countries. I mean, I don't think any one of us have the right to say that because we all actually invaded this country. Either we
Mm,
got it, did it illegally, or we did it legally. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? So, how do you feel when you hear someone talk like that? I mean, do you, because it just my hair stands up when I hear that. Because
Well,
it
how do
just.
I feel? All I can say is go back and learn the history.
Mm-hmm,
That's the only way you will have a greater understanding as to why we are going through this. You
mm-hmm,
know, for the black people,
mm-hmm,
they were brought here. They were forced. They were slaves. They were in shackles.
mm-hmm,
You know, they were bought. They were auctioned. So it wasn't
yes,
a free will. It
mm-hmm,
wasn't like they really wanted to be here to begin with. They were not given the chance to either like or not. That
mm-hmm,
that that right was stripped of them. We know that. That's
mm-hmm,
very clear. So
mm-hmm.
if you really want to understand, uh, dig, research, and understand your history. Learn your history because that's power. When you
Yes.
know when you know your history, just like you have a family, right? You belong to a family. You have your last name. Learn your history so you are better equipped to talk about it. You are better equipped. You have knowledge. It's not just some hearsay. You got to search for the truth. So my experience being in Ghana made me see that, oh, slavery indeed happened. It wasn't some made up story that it did not happen. It did happen. So if you
Yes.
don't know your history, then that is the real um, failure there. That's
Yes.
you should learn your history. Like Filipinos, we all came here, our ancestors came here, then we need to know how. How were they treated? How was it like being
Mm,
a Filipino during that time? The
yes.
first Filipinos that came to this country, see, it's all out there now. It's not like it's so hard to dig the truth. Just one click of your finger with your phones, if you really want to learn, So, and if you
Yes.
still have your old people in the family, you still have those old people with all the wisdom and who lived through it, then use that,
Yes.
utilize that. Hmm.
Yes, and the thing that really hurt me because, especially Christians, I can't speak for the other religion because I'm Catholic. But the fact is, for Catholic people to say to other people that here, I know that some of them are illegally here, but for them to say, "Oh, you go back to your country," I don't think I have. I mean, it just kind of like blow me away. It just blows me away because either you came here legally or illegally, we have the same purpose: is to better our lives, to have a better life, not for just for us, but for our children and children and children, our families. So it's just kind of hurtful to hear that, because some Asian people, because I could say, because I've been around a lot of Asian communities, for them to think that Dr. Martin Luther King only did the civil rights movement just for the Black communities. And I always have to explain to them, I have to educate or can I educate that no, he did not just do that just for the Black people, but also for everyone. Do you agree? The civil rights movement is for everybody.
For some retrospect, yes. I Of course it started from the Black community because we
Mhm.
were the ones, the Black people, our ancestors were the ones who had to go through so much.
Mhm.
What happened with Emmett Till.
Mhm.
So why was that a sensation? A
Mhm.
young boy being tortured and murdered like that. Over what?
Mhm.
See, so that sparked the civil rights movement. Of course, it started from the Black people because he
Mhm.
was Black.
Yeah.
But then again, him standing up for that, for not being white, so to speak,
Mhm.
because it wasn't only the Black people that was discriminated upon. Filipinos were discriminated upon. If
No,
they want to go
everybody
back,
except
if
white.
they want to go, exactly my point. But since I'm Filipino and Black, I'll speak about that. See,
Yes, we can
that's
speak
why
about that.
that's why it's very important to learn your history.
Yep.
Don't just listen to anybody. Okay, you get some information, but find out yourself because everything it's just right there. You know, Eventually, what Dr. Martin Luther King did, and all these other civil rights movement leaders, all the other ethnicities is gonna benefit from it because it
Yes.
wasn't. But it started with the Black people. That's
Yes.
very clear. That's clear as black
Yes.
and white.
Yes.
So yeah.
But they
Mhm.
have to stand for their race first before we can actually, invite everyone. And also the month of February is a reminder for the Japanese people who were actually discriminated, not just in California but all over the United States. They had a how do you call this one day? They were all packed in one, where they have now in Texas and everything. I can't remember what it's called. Like all
Like
the
a
families are,
refugee camp.
yeah, like a camp, like the camp.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
They gathered all the Japanese families and put in one camp. And that's what happening right now with the unfortunately with all the Hispanic communities. And so it just reminds us that it's history repeats itself. It repeats. It's not as bad as it used to with the Japanese uh, uh, time, but it's starting to look like that. That gathering innocent, families, instead of bidding them, instead of realizing, okay, if you came in here in this country, then we have to kind of like bid. You have to go to court. The judge has to make that decision on everything, like what we did, what President Obama did. But now it's not. If you speak a different language, it's like you're already discriminated and you're already put in one corner. And it's really
I mean,
sad.
it's always been like that. It's not just
Yeah.
now, but it's
No,
now.
but it's
It's just
worse now. It's
It's
worse
just
now.
it's just magnified now in just so complicated situation. That's why it's hard for me to talk about it,
Yeah,
because it's 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 too much. It's a lot.
yeah.
So that's why if you want to be educated and you want to,
Mhm.
be equipped, you got to learn. You got to bring yourself to really understand and talk, so you will be more uh you will have that knowledge, and the credibility of speaking about
Mhm.
that or anything for that matter. So
Yeah,
education is very important. So,
education, because ignorance is not an education. Being
well,
ignorant about a lot of things, it's
ignorance
not.
is, it's not an excuse.
It's not
Being
an
ignorant
excuse.
is not an excuse, because
Well,
you can unignorant yourself, by
yeah,
learning, if there is such
by
word, for
learning.
lack of a better word. Yes,
Yes,
you can change that. That's what you learn. You start from not knowing, and then you search for the answer and you learn. So my
yes,
experience in Ghana was an eye opener, because yeah, we know discrimination. We hear about, oh, what they have to go through. So all we can do is visualize, because we were not born during that time. It was our ancestors who had to go through all that. So we can all be here now,
mhm,
and live a better life, so to speak, because they didn't have this kind of life before. They were so, like, um how will you call it? Like, they couldn't say nothing. They were stripped of all the human rights that they should have been given to them.
mhm.
Um, but
But
seeing the actual place that they have to be in, and all that, oh, it is horrific. It's a different feeling. So it's almost like, if you want to see, in the Philippines, the Bataan Death March, then being there and actually see how long they have to walk and actually die while they were walking, when they were made to walk, and some of them just fallen off because it was too much, then it's a different feeling when you're actually there and you're
yeah,
actually seeing. Yeah. Mm,
when you're actually in that historical moment,
mm,
it's a chilling moment, just like the Jewish people with the Holocaust. You know,
When
and
you go
and
to
for
if you go to
oh my
Auschwitz
God,
and you
us,
experience, you see that,
yes,
it's horrific. It will just make
yes,
you cry. It is very emotional. It's very
it
emotional,
is.
because you imagine yourself being there. I remember my oldest daughter, when I made her watch, when they were young. I made them watch Emmett Till. When they were young, we sat. We used the old player,
Mm-hmm.
Betamax. Is that
DVD,
it? What is that? No, it
DVD.
wasn't. No, it wasn't DVD. It was this tape,
VHS.
VHS
Yes.
tape. So I made them watch, and my daughter was just like, she couldn't believe it, and she told me, "Mom, there's a reason why I wasn't born during that time, because I wouldn't live. Because it's either I'm gonna get killed, or I'm gonna kill and get
Yeah.
killed."
Get killed.
Meaning she's not, she can't go through the
Mm-hmm.
horrificness of, if there is such word, the horrific experience that they had to go, our ancestors had to go through. And I agreed with her, and I said, me too. I don't think I'll survive.
Yes, my
I
kids
don't
too.
think. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah.
my kids, the same feeling, the same
Yeah.
feeling that they when they saw this kind of movies, not just
Mhm.
Emmett Till, but also what happened to Dr. Martin Luther King, and the things that he has to go through.
Mhm. Mhm.
He went to jail and all
Mhm.
that stuff.
Mhm.
But now that elections coming up, so last night I was in one of the campaign, and one of a friend of yours, and we're gonna share
Oh,
that. I interviewed him a little bit, and as you know. David Kanipa is an amazing, amazing politician. So let's check out the video of my interview with him. And I'm next to the next assessor clerk here in San Mateo County. This is David Kanipa.
Long time friend, great show, legendary host in the Bay Area.
Yes, yes, yes. I would like to have
maybe that's why I want to talk to you. Please explain to them what being to be assessor clerk. What does that mean?
Yeah, so this is an interesting office. So it's assessor, elections, clerk, recorder. It's the only office like this in the state of California. So in San Francisco, they just have the assessor's office, that's separate. Elections, clerk, recorder, they're all separate. But what I'm running for is all of those offices. And so I want to bring energy, I want to bring enthusiasm, innovation, technology. We can't be in the Stone Age. Our residents, the electorate, taxpayers, they deserve the best. And so whether it's putting air tags in bags, when votes are being counted, people have to have trust in our elections.
Amen.
And I promise to bring that back.
Yes, and I'm just so glad that you're bringing it back. Are you going to bring in AI? Because there's a lot of people are using AI right now.
AI is a game changer. We have to look at all the tools in the tool belt. And so I'm supportive of new technologies. If it makes us efficient, it makes us better. But again, I'm driven by one thing, serving residents.
Yes, and San Mateo is so lucky to have you. Because what is your next move? Governor or senator?
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. You ready?
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Yes. But I know you're gonna get far there. I know you're gonna, because you have a very good track, and everybody supports you. San Mateo loves you so much. Yes, and that's why we have to continue. And you have to represent San Mateo in the whole California.
It's an honor to have you. I mean, I think about all the work that you've done and the people that you've interviewed over the years.
Thank you.
And it's an honor to have you here. It truly is. I mean that sincerely.
So please tell our online family and friends how they can donate or support you. Please tell them your website.
If you want to donate, please go to davidcanepa.com. The donate button is there. Donate. Whatever you can afford is great. That would be awesome. The county's large. It's 800,000 people. To do one mailer, it's $100,000. So your help is needed at this time. And tell a friend. And support her show like we all do. Because it's impactful. I see it. I follow you on social media.
Thank you.
And the work that you've done is magical.
Thank you so much. And people like you, I would love to support. And I know a lot of people out there would like to support you. So what's the website?
It's www or just David, D-A-V-I-D, Canepa, CANEPA.com.
Yes, and God bless you. Good luck. And I know you're going to be a senator or a governor of California.
Thank you.
God bless you,
Thank
David.
you very much.
Hi. So, Dai, how did you enjoy that? You know her. You know him better than me because I know that he's been around. I think you've been friends. Are you guys really friends, or you guys know each other just coincidence?
Yes, we've been seeing each other because I was active with PTA before, Parent Teacher Association. So that's how we actually, because he was very supportive with PTA. So I would always see and him during that time, especially when I lived around closer to. I'm still in Daly City, but I'm farther now to where their office is being held. Yeah.
Yes, he's an amazing man. I mean, I interviewed him several times. From the first time he saw me last night, he's like, "Oh, my celebrity!" I'm like, "Oh, really?"
It took a while, but what my thing is, why didn't it come right away? Yung video, it was rather late, or was it only a portion? It was all audio that I could hear. Was it only a portion of the interview?
Yeah, no, that was the interview I had because he was so busy talking to everybody. There were a lot of people there. Yeah, and so it took me a while to really get able to talk to him, and it just he was even shocked, to have all these people coming from different cities, some of them all the way from San Francisco, and the next video I'm gonna show you is Jocelyn Manalo. Oh, you don't have it. Oh, you don't. So I'm not yet. With her to say we didn't get the video yet. But what I'm saying is she was also there. She's a Daly City Council member, and
Mm.
hopefully our video, because I also interviewed her, and we'll see if it's gonna come out. But if not, what do you think about the election this year? Because I know it's not about presidential election, but you think we should? I mean, we should encourage everyone to vote. Our
Mm.
vote is very important,
Mhm.
right? What do you think?
Of course, being able to vote is that's your voice. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you are able to choose uh, who you think would be the best leader in whatever they're representing and running for. So that is the most important for me. That's one of the most important thing of being a citizen of a country. You
Mm-hmm.
know, to be able to have that voice through your votes. Mm-hmm. So it is very
Okay.
important. Uh-huh.
It is very important, and
But,
also,
but also, if you don't mind me
mhm,
saying a little bit more, um, another thing that I would do is really get to know the people that's running for that position, however many they are, um, and get to know them through that. You know, read their bios and what they have achieved, and what is it about them, you know, that makes them a good candidate for what they're running for. Get to know them, you know, just take the time, make an effort to know people that are running for a position.
yes, because that's very important to
Hmm.
understand, to know, yeah, what they represent. And we
Hmm.
really study. I mean, politicians is not the honest people in the world, but you would just say anything in order to get a vote, right? But you really
That
have
is
to see.
that is why you as the voter
Mhm.
get to know them and just not take their word for whatever. Of course they're going to say all good things. Wouldn't you do the same? Of course you would. You're running for a position already. But it is our job, it is our duty to ensure that
Mhm.
who we're voting for, we know them well. Research on them, find out about them. You know, what have they done? You know,
Mhm.
even their background, as what their family background. That's all out in the open because they're running for public office. So
That's right.
so for me, that's the first thing you need to do. Get to know them by
Yes.
researching about them. Mhm.
Yes. Vote. Vote. Vote.
Exercise your right by voting. That's your
Exciting.
voice.
Yes, 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 yes. So let's take a little break and then we'll be right back. And then you're going to tell us a little bit about what you're doing now to catch up on what you're doing at this moment.
Boring.
Right?
Nothing. It's a
let's
boring
take a
life. No.
let's take a break for a minute and then we'll be right back.
Okay.
Po, si Orlino de la Cruz ay kapitan po ng Patal Pinto sa Pinatubo. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa Aita Tribe Foundation. Nagpapasalamat po ako uli sa mga bigay niyo po. Dito po ay lumiwanag na po ang namin po, community namin po. Naulit ko lang po, nagpapasalamat ako sa inyo po. Ito po. Ay, mas pasalamat kami po sa nagtutulong sa amin po sa Aita Foundation po. Ngayon lang po kami ng ilaw na maliwanag po dito sa Patal Pinto po. Thank you po.
Ito po yung mga kasama namin, nag-install ng solar dito sa sitio. Dayday. Ayan si Conchal. Ayan si Joseph. Si Goryo. Si Commander Aka. Ito si Kapitan. Ayan si Pangkok. Oh, ayan si Ate Parina. Ayan ang cooker namin, no, si Ate Parina. Ayan, no. Dito kami sa Sitio Dayday. Ayan, no. Dayday pala yung Sitio Dayday. Ayan. Ayan o.
Mamili-pili ka ba?
Ayan sila. Nandito kami ngayon. Nagluluto. Ayan o. Ayan yung asawa ni Kap. Ayan sila. Ayan yung mga yan. Maliwanag na sa labas. Good morning everybody. Nandito po kami ngayon sa Sitio Dayday. Nag-install ng solar panel. Ayan sila o. Ayan si Kagawad. Menus ng Sitio Dayday. Ayan si Pangkok. Ayun. Mabay dito.
Bilala ko yata.
Dito po kami natulog. Super lamig. Parang nasa Tagaytay. Ayan. Ayan.
Hi guys, you've seen the video of Aita tribes, and as you know, I always focus on the fact is there are also Africans that end up in the Philippines, and these are the ancestors of the Filipinos, the very first Filipinos that landed in the Philippine island. And this time, since we're talking about a politician, and she's a council member of Daly City, so please help me welcome my little interview with Miss Jocelyn Manalo.
We're here in Millbrae, and we just finished talking and interviewing Mr. David Canita, and who I run into, the City Council of Daly City, Miss Jocelyn Manalo. How you doing?
Hi. Oh, thank you so much. It's so wonderful to talk with you here. It's so amazing to be here amongst just positive people here in our community, and supporting David for assessor. So.
And so for our online family and friends, tell us a little bit what is City Council all about?
So, Daly City Council member is elected by the community by voting for them. Our role as a City Council member is to pass laws and policies. So whether you think about the budget of a city, we actually, have to pass that. Also, if there's any legislation or laws, even around traffic, around if you look at developments in our city, there's so many aspects that we do. But we're a local policymaker, but we make decisions that affect our everyday community members.
So I know you're Filipino, but your family, where are your family from in the Philippines?
My mom is from Laguna. She was raised in Quezon City. My dad is from Batangas, Alangilan, and was raised in Malate, Manila.
Yes. Have you been there? Or have you born and raised here?
I'm born and raised here. I have been to the Philippines 5 times.
Really? You speak Tagalog?
Marunong konti, hindi pwedeng ipagbili.
That's why she's in the City Council. Yes, so tell us a little bit. I know this is February, Black History Month. So what do you know about Black History Month? How do you celebrate being a City Council?
Yeah, it's so important for us to honor our Black community by especially for about over 30 years now, Daly City has held a Black History Month event.
Wow.
Yeah, for the city of Daly City. So it's so important. We know that really the struggles.
Educate our younger generation.
We need to continue to educate the younger generation. We have to honor the contributions of our Black Americans and really never forget that history, and also honor the amazing contributions.
Yes, thank you. So, what is your plan? I mean, being a city council, what is the next step?
So, the next step, I've been on city council now for 10 years. I've been a decade. It's been a decade now. Also, 3 times as mayor. And so I'm going for it. I'm running for Board of Supervisors, District 5 in San Mateo County. That is the seat that David was holding or is holding, he'll be termed out. So if you have friends or family
Only family, invite
in
them.
Daly City, Colma, Brisbane, Westboro area of South San Francisco, and San Bruno. That's right next to the Westboro area.
Yes, yes. So how can they get in touch, or how can they vote or donate to your campaign?
Yeah, so you can go to my website, justlinmanalo.com. You'll see a link there that says donate. Any contribution helps the campaign. This helps us share our message to the community. As you know, we have to raise funds to make sure that everyone knows when the elections are, what the priorities are that I'm pushing for. But it's in that Bainihan spirit that we work together.
So how can you inspire a lot of young generation to follow your footsteps?
I would love more young people to follow my footsteps and know that anything is possible. You know that if you care about something deeply, taking action is the way.
Yes, and you can volunteer to your campaign, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. You can cut that out. I have allergies.
Allergies, me too. But
It's winter. It's weird.
and also, today is the first day of the Chinese New Year, lunar.
Happy Lunar New Year, everyone. We wish you the year of the horse, prosperity, running towards your dreams.
Yes, thank you. God bless you, my dear.
Thank you.
See you again. And good luck. And don't forget to vote. Yes. Thank you so much.
Hi guys. Oh, I just want to thank David Canepa and also Jocelyn Manalo for those videos for spending time with me a little bit. Now, Dai, let's go back to you. Before we say goodbye, please tell us you give us an update on what you're doing so far.
Well, before I respond to that question directly, I want to thank you, Inday, because you have always considered me. So I think there's a level of trust there.
Yeah.
Our sister from different mother, and what do you call that? And for chronicling. If that is the word again. Why am I not sure of my words? You see, that's why we need to study. Study doesn't end when you graduate, okay?
Yes.
So anyway, you've chronicled my journey, being a non-traditional student, meaning I'm not in that age, I'm older, but I am still pursuing my educational goals. So thank you for that. It gives me an inspiration na kahit matanda na at maputi na ang mga buhok, wag lang manlagas ang mga ipin. Bahala naman lagas ang buhok, wag lang ang ipin. Anyway, Dank, so thank you for that. It would be nice to be served as an inspiration, no? Because education is ongoing, because the world keeps evolving. There's always something new, so you don't stop learning. You continue on. I am 2.5 classes shy away from graduating. So yung half, kasi merong lab. One of my classes has a lab. So I still have to complete that or else I won't graduate. But meron pala sa college level na if I just found out about it, na if you're so close to graduating, you can actually join the graduation ceremonies already. Pwede na. They just won't give you your diploma yet. Obviously, there's a name for it. I forgot, but somebody has to I would think yung parang speak for you or vouch for you, like a professor to sign off, parang ganon, for you to be able to join the ceremonies na. So that's amazing. So I didn't know that. So had I known, I would have already done it, and then I would have invited you para ma-sure na lang. Kasi pag you're so close to graduating, they allow you pala. So that's where I'm at. So, and guess what? I'm gonna continue on. Hanggang saan tayo nito? Kay, natagalan naman tabag pag-aral ba? So, lubos-lubusin na natin hanggang magugod-ugod na nga mga lagas sa talaga mga ipin. Okay lang yun, Day. Okay lang yun. So that's where I'm at. I'm so close. Gamay na lang, konti
Yes.
na lang, and then I'm gonna continue on. I'm gonna
Yes.
do further studies. Yeah.
Yes, that's why I'm so proud of you, my dear. I'm so proud of what you accomplished so far. And you just kept going. You just keep going. Whatever happens, education is very important. That's one thing that no one can ever take it away from you.
It's
You
for
know,
you, para sa you yun eh. And
yes,
however
yes,
long it takes. Kasi ako noon when I went back, sabi ko, oh my God, parang ang tagal nito, parang wow, aabot pa kaya ako? But you know
yes,
what? I said, okay, let's do this. Kahit pa isa-isa, pa dala-dalawa. The next thing you know, I couldn't even believe when I asked my academic counselor, how far more? And then he looked at my record and says, you got about 7 classes to go. I said, what? Are you sure? Can you check again? So, chinek niya ulit. Hindi ako makapaniwala eh. Kasi I just did it, you know, if you're a non-traditional student, if you're older, marami ka ng obligasyon eh. Para bang hindi
yes,
na siya talaga ang priority mo dahil may mga anak ka na. It's one of
yes,
your priorities. Pero pagka hindi ka, if you're, hindi ka pa doon, you're really like a student, siyempre may magulang na magsusuporta sa'yo and
yes,
all that. See, kaya sa mga kabataan, you know, if ang sa akin, don't waste your time, mag-aral na kaagad habang may
yes,
magsusupport. If you're
yes,
not into academics, hey, merong, you know,
yes,
vocational schooling. Learn a skill. Like Judge
yes.
Mathis would say, learn a skill, you
Skills.
know, and hold
And
on
what
to
are
that
you studying?
certificate.
What are you studying? What's your major?
My major is psychology.
Psychology.
Kaya
Psychology.
nasa psycho na kita, Day. Nasa psycho ko ba na yung pagkapula mo, parang madami yung ibibigay na envelope na pula. Psycho ko yan eh. Tapos, papunta sa akin yung iba dyan. So, okay tayo dyan, Day.
Well, thank you so much, my dear.
Well,
Oh my
let
God.
me just, can I say something? You
Yeah,
wanted to
sure.
know my zodiac sign, right? So I have to really
Yes.
dig it. It's a year of the ram, year of the sheep, and rooster.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
See, mine was year of the dog. That's why I love dogs.
Ano din, fiery energy din. If there's a fire element shaping the personality and all that. So ako yan eh. See, that's me. Kasi nakukuha kita sa psycho ko eh. Sa psychoanalysis ko. Kaya ipadala mo na sa akin yung mga envelope dyan, Day. Dawaton, kumana, Day. Ang buong puso yan. Tamo, love. Love. Oh, talagang pinili ko yan, ha? Love.
Love will keep us together.
And whenever. Oh, di ba? Oh, sampulan natin sila dahil may pasayaw-sayaw pa. Oh.
Well, thank you so much, my love. Thank you for being with me tonight and giving us a lot of perspective and giving us a chance to really see where you're at right now, education and everything that you do, and for educating us again when it comes to Black history, because you already witnessed how it started. You went all the way to the motherland and see it yourself, you know, so which is part of your education. So thank you so much. God bless you. Continue success. And when you graduate, am I going to invite you on your graduation? You said you
Oh
really.
my God, you can never, you and Mr. Dennis cannot be absent. Ay, magsama.
Yes.
Yun ang loob ko dahil. Dahil can I just, make a
Yes.
greeting lang? Kasi last
Yes.
minute ko na nga nag-invite. I'd like
Yes.
to say hello and love to my family in Cebu, my mom is Zinaida, my 80-year-old mom who's still around and kicking, you know, and then of course my daughter Denny Lou and my
Yes.
daughter here Glorizen and my son who's gonna be a nurse. He's gonna start his clinical next month, I believe. So all goes well. We're gonna have a nurse in the family, and then my daughter Denny Lou, my oldest daughter Glorizen in LA, my family in Cebu, and my mom's angels, Bebeng, Veronica, Bebeng, what do you call this, Anga, Jesusa, and then my Auntie Kunching and family. Everybody, love to all of them. I wish I could mention them all, but they know who they are, and I
So
love
they
them
are.
all.
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. God bless you again. And hope to see you. Hope to see you. Okay?
Of course, Ruthie. Mwah, thank you. Mwah.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
viewers and family online. Thank you.
Bye bye.
It's for you. Sansu Show. The Sansu Show.
Okay, guys, I just want to thank you so much for being with me tonight. And thank you for sticking by with me. I know this. I know we started late, but I hope you enjoyed our show tonight. Of course, courtesy of PHLB Radio, Beba, Las Vegas, and our director, Johan Seiser. I just want to thank my guests, my besties, Buddy Luisa Ball Mendoza, for being with me tonight and being my co-host. And of course, David Canipa, and also Jocelyn Manalo. And all of you guys, my only family and friends. Without you, there will be no show. So I love you guys. God bless you always. And enjoy if you're Ash Monday. I hope you had your ashes today. All right. So I'll see you again next week. Love, peace, and joy. Well, see you soon. Okay, Pachoy. Ciao.